FC Barcelona, one of the most prestigious football clubs in the world, has long been known for its legendary academy, La Masia. Over the years, the club has produced an abundance of talent that has gone on to make history in world football, from Lionel Messi to Sergio Busquets, and now, a new name was once being heralded as the next big thing: Pau Prim. At just 18 years old, Pau Prim was seen as a future first-team star in the making for Barcelona. His career in La Masia, the famous youth academy, was thought to be on a steady trajectory, with many believing that his unique skill set and leadership on the field would eventually make him a key player for Barcelona's senior team. However, with each passing day, it seems more and more likely that Pau's dream of wearing the iconic Barcelona jersey in La Liga may not come to fruition. As his contract approaches its expiration at the end of the season, contract renewal talks have stalled, and the 18-year-old's future at the club is looking uncertain. Could Pau Prim be on the way out of Barcelona? Reports have been surfacing, particularly from the Spanish newspaper Sport, suggesting that Pau Prim is closer to leaving FC Barcelona than to staying. This news has shocked many fans and analysts, as Pau was once considered one of the most promising players to emerge from La Masia in recent years. The latest development that has raised eyebrows is that Pau Prim was left out of the Barça Athletic squad for their match against Cultural Leonesa. This exclusion wasn't due to injury or any tactical reasons, it was directly related to his contract situation. This has left many wondering if Pau's exclusion from the squad signals the beginning of the end of his Barcelona journey. If this situation continues, and Pau is once again left out of the squad for the upcoming match against Ponferradina, things will likely become even clearer. At that point, it would be almost undeniable that Pau's future at the club is on the line. Pau Prim's rise through La Masia was initially smooth, and the midfielder was widely regarded as one of the brightest young talents the academy had to offer. Having been at Barcelona since his pre-Benjamin days, Pau was known for his intelligence, technical ability, and his solid understanding of the game. Coaches and staff consistently labeled him as the best number 6 in the academy, a key role that is crucial to the club's philosophy. For most of his journey in La Masia, Pau was a guaranteed starter and an integral part of every team he played for. His performances were consistent, and his potential to break into the first team seemed clear. But as is often the case with young players, the road to the senior squad can be full of obstacles, and that's exactly what Pau found himself facing. The 2023-24 season proved to be a challenging one for Pau. Despite his talent and previous success, a shift in strategy from the club altered his expected path. The rise of Marc Bernal, a fellow academy graduate, disrupted Pau's ambitions. Bernal's unexpected promotion to the Barça Athletic team, ahead of Pau, sent a strong message. Pau and his camp saw this as a sign of the club's changing strategy, particularly in their attempt to replace the legendary Sergio Busquets in the first team. While Pau accepted Marc Casado becoming the first-choice midfielder for the reserve team, the surprise inclusion of Bernal, a younger player, was a bitter pill to swallow. This change led to uncertainty and frustration for Pau, who was left to alternate between Juvenil A, the youth team, and the reserve team, Barça Athletic, without ever really making the breakthrough he had hoped for. Despite these challenges, Pau did find some consistency this season. He had been a regular starter for Barça Athletic, contributing to the team's performances in a significant way. However, as his doubts about a potential first-team spot grew, so did his reluctance to commit to a new contract. The sense that Barcelona might no longer see him as a vital future player left Pau and his representatives hesitant about extending his stay at the club. This situation is particularly worrying given the immense talent Pau has shown throughout his time at La Masia. His skill set is well suited to Barcelona's midfield, and there is no doubt that many fans and coaches still see the potential in him. But as time goes on, Pau's dream of wearing the first-team jersey is looking more distant by the day. From Barcelona's perspective, the situation is complicated. On one hand, the club has always valued Pau Prim highly. They've invested significant time and resources into his development at La Masia, and the club has continuously maintained their faith in him. Barcelona's management has consistently said that they have not lost faith in Pau. The promotion of Marc Bernal, they claim, was simply a technical decision that reflected the form of the players involved and the coach's perspectives at the time. It wasn't, as some might interpret, a message that Pau was no longer a priority. Despite Barcelona's insistence on their commitment to Pau, the club has made a clear offer to renew his contract. However, Pau's lack of interest in engaging with the renewal talks has led to growing frustration. If Pau, through his agents, continues to show little desire to stay, Barcelona will be entitled to focus on other players in the squad, and it could result in Pau being excluded from the team for the remainder of the season. It's important to note that Barcelona has a clear vision for the future, and if they feel a player no longer fits into that vision, they have no qualms about moving on. Pau Prim's potential departure could be one of the first signs of a bigger shift in the club's approach to its youth system and contracts. With Barcelona facing financial difficulties and the need to prioritize their investments wisely, the club's decision to cut ties with a player like Pau might not come as a complete shock, even if it is disappointing for fans. If Pau does indeed leave Barcelona, there will no doubt be plenty of suitors. The 18-year-old midfielder has demonstrated enough promise to attract attention from top clubs, both in Spain and across Europe. Pau has been a key figure in La Masia's midfield for several years, and his departure from the club could signal a new chapter in his career. Pau's technical ability and intelligence on the ball make him an ideal fit for clubs that value possession-based football, something that many top European teams prioritize. His next move could be to a club where he will be given the opportunities that have eluded him at Barcelona in recent seasons. The story of Pau Prim is one of potential, frustration, and uncertainty. Once seen as the future of Barcelona's midfield, Pau now faces an uncertain future, with the possibility of leaving the club hanging over him. As his contract nears its end, and with Barcelona seemingly moving on, Pau's dream of playing for the senior team could slip away. While the situation remains fluid, one thing is certain: Pau Prim is a talented young midfielder with a bright future ahead. Whether that future lies at Barcelona or somewhere else is yet to be seen. One thing is clear: Pau's journey, whatever direction it takes, will be one